Martha, can we talk? What on earth was at dinner last night? I don't know what they teach young women these days, but that was hardly a proper meal.
I'm sorry, was something wrong with the food? Everyone seemed to finish their plates.
I didn't want to say anything at the table, but I can't let this go. I need to speak my mind about those vegetables.
The vegetables?
That ridiculous way you cut the carrots. What was the point of that? We're busy people. Just chop them up and throw them in the pot. Carving them into little flower shapes, honestly.
Oh, those! I thought they were cute. I wanted to put a little extra care into how the dish looked, not just how it tasted.
What a foolish girl. Food ends up in the same place, no matter what shape it is. Wasting time on nonsense like that. You call yourself a housewife?
But isn't there something nice about a meal that looks beautiful too? Frank seemed genuinely pleased. He kept looking at the bowl before he even picked up his chopsticks.
Oh, Frank will get excited over anything as long as it's not my cooking. That doesn't mean anything. If you have time for that, you have time to actually clean this house properly. The vacuuming, the laundry, none of it gets done right.
But those are your responsibilities, aren't they, Gloria?
Excuse me?
When I moved in, we agreed. I handle all of the cooking, and since I work full-time, you take care of the cleaning and laundry.
Oh, please, when a daughter-in-law moves in with a family, she takes care of everything. That's just how it works. There's no such thing as assigned chores.
I didn't realize. I thought the arrangement was fair, given that I'm working a full-time job on top of cooking every meal.
A proper daughter-in-law finishes the cooking in 5 minutes flat and then says, "Mother, let me help you with the rest." That's what a good wife does. But you take forever in the kitchen and then don't lift a finger for anything else. I don't know what to do with you.
I'm sorry, I thought as long as I handled my share, that would be enough.
How utterly thoughtless. A daughter-in-law in this house is supposed to make her mother-in-law's life easier.
I understand. I'll try harder. But Gloria, could you tell me specifically what you'd like me to do differently? I want to make this work.
You should already know. That's the whole point. If I have to spell it out, you're already failing.
Ugh, all right.
Living there? I'm really sorry I got transferred right after you moved in with my parents.
Don't worry so much about it. Living there is, well, it's okay. Bit of a mixed bag.
Dad is over the moon, though. He said having a daughter-in-law who actually cooks is the best thing that's ever happened to him. He told me he looks forward to dinner every single day now.
That's really sweet to hear. He always thanks me before he even sits down, every single time. It actually makes me a little emotional.
That's so like him. He's always been that way about food. It just matters to him a lot. But your mom doesn't seem happy with your cooking at all.
She's not happy with any of it, honestly. The flavoring, the menu choices, today it was my vegetable carving. She said it was pointless. Honestly, I get scolded every day.
You're kidding me. What does she even say?
That I take too long, that presentation is a waste of time, that I'm performing instead of cooking. Today she said if I have time to carve flowers out of carrots, I should be doing the cleaning instead. But Daniel, the cleaning was supposed to be her share.
Wait, she's trying to pin the housework on you too?
She said the arrangement we discussed doesn't count, that a daughter-in-law is supposed to do everything. I'm sorry for not managing it better, Daniel.
No, you have absolutely nothing to apologize for. You're doing an amazing job. The proof is that Dad can't stop raving about you. You even pack him a lunch for his chess club on weekends, right? He told me he brags about you to all his chess friends.
Oh, come on. That's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Mr. Tanaka from his chess group texted me last Saturday to say that onigiri was the best he'd ever had. I didn't know what to do with that.
See, you're basically a local legend over there. Mom is just jealous, I think. She's never been a good cook. Honestly, she's not great at housework in general. She's probably just picking on you because you make her feel insecure. I'll call and tell her to back off.
No, please don't. If you get involved, it might just make things worse. Let me handle it myself.
Are you sure? Because I don't like hearing this. You're already doing so much. You work full-time, you cook every meal, you're living away from home, and instead of appreciation, you're getting criticism every day. That's not okay.
I know, but if you step in, she'll say I went crying to you. It'll give her more ammunition. I'd rather find my footing on my own terms.
All right, if that's what you want, but please don't push yourself too hard. The living arrangement was Mom and Dad's idea in the first place. If it's making you miserable, we can end it. Just say the word.
Thank you. That means a lot. Don't worry about me when you're already so busy. How are things on your end? Are you eating properly?
Cafeteria food, mostly. Nothing that comes close to yours. I keep thinking about that braised pork you made before I left.
I'll make it the week you come home. Promise.
Now I have something to look forward to. Take care of yourself, and if things get worse, tell me immediately.
Mistreating you, didn't you?
What? No, I haven't said anything.
Then why did Frank come to me and say, try to be a little kinder to the girl? He never talks to me like that. You must have gone crying to him.
I really didn't say a word to him, but if what he said made you feel accused of something, maybe it's because deep down you know you've been unkind. If there's something you feel guilty about, perhaps just stop doing it.
How dare you? Getting awfully bold, aren't we?
Gloria, I've been patient. I tried to adjust. I've apologized for things that weren't my fault, but I think we need to have an honest conversation.
I don't need an honest conversation from my own daughter-in-law.
Then let me just say my piece and you can respond however you like. I've made a decision. I've been trying really hard to make this living situation work, to be cheerful, to adapt, to keep the peace, but no matter what I do, you're never satisfied, so I've decided I'm done walking on eggshells.
Are you saying you're going to stop showing me basic respect?
I'm saying I'm going to stop shrinking myself. My cooking, my cleaning, my laundry. I have my own way of doing things and I care about doing them well. Especially the cooking. I love it. I want the food to taste good and look beautiful, and I want variety. And yes, I have opinions about how cleaning and laundry should be done too.
Oh, opinions. Listen to her. Housework is about one thing, getting it done as fast as possible. Everything you do is just a waste of time.
That's not fair.
Especially food. Once it's in your stomach, it doesn't matter what it looked like. Breakfast is a protein shake. Done. Lunch and dinner, same menu every day. Simple.
Wait, is that how meals have been in this house all these years?
That's called working smart, dear. Coming up with new recipes every day takes time and energy. Why bother? The efficient housewife gets through her chores fast and moves on.
But eating the same thing every single day. Doesn't that get exhausting? Don't you get tired of it yourself?
I got used to it. You get used to anything. Doesn't matter. Food is food. Once it's eaten, it's gone. Yet there you are every morning fussing over a full breakfast, carving carrots into flowers like some kind of catering company, and Frank praises every little thing you do. It drives me crazy.
Isn't that just jealousy, though? Daniel mentioned you struggle with cooking. I was actually going to offer to teach you. If you discovered how much fun it can be, I think you'd really enjoy it.
I beg your pardon? Why in the world would I take lessons from my own daughter-in-law?
There's no shame in learning from anyone. I learned to cook from a neighbor woman 2 doors down from where I grew up. She was 82 years old and made the best soup I've ever tasted. There's no hierarchy in the kitchen, just good food and the people who love making it.
Oh, be quiet. Don't get smug just because you can cook. You are the most inconsiderate, useless daughter-in-law I've ever seen. You are a complete failure as a member of this family.
Ugh.
I thought having you move in would make my life easier. Instead, you just do your precious cooking and nothing else. And you turn it into some kind of performance to show off your skills. I honestly wish you'd never moved in at all.
I see. In that case, maybe ending the arrangement is the right call.
Fine by me, you ungrateful girl. You can march right out that door.
All right then, I'll go pack my things.
Well, she's not even going to apologize. The normal thing to do here is look contrite and say, I was out of line. I'm sorry.
I have nothing to apologize for. Besides, Daniel told me not to put myself through unnecessary stress, so I'll do exactly what you asked and leave. And please, don't come asking me to come back.
As if I would. I want nothing more to do with you. As far as I'm concerned, you're no longer part of this family.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Just come back. Make Frank's favorite stew.
Make it yourself. Please don't ask favors of someone you just threw out.
This is not the time for that. Frank is furious. He's tearing the house apart. I've never seen him like this.
Frank is angry? Gentle Frank? What happened?
I don't know how this happened. He's yelling at me, his own wife, all because I asked you to leave. The house is falling apart, and it's all your fault for not being here. Get back here and cook.
Gloria, I packed my things and walked out the door because you told me to. You told me to leave. I left. That was your choice.
I didn't think you'd actually go. I thought you'd apologize and we move on.
You told me I was no longer part of this family and to march out the door. What exactly did you expect me to do?
A proper daughter-in-law doesn't just leave. She stays and works things out. Now Frank wouldn't even look at me and dinner is completely undone and I have no idea what to make.
Sorry, said I'm not family anymore. Not my problem.
What?
Goodbye, Gloria.
Wait, stop. Why don't you come back when I'm asking you to? And what do you mean not family? You're married into this household.
Gloria, think about what you said. You told me that once I walked out that door, I was no longer part of this family. So the woman who left this house is no longer your daughter-in-law, right? Which makes me a stranger.
Oh!
So I won't be coming back. Please let Frank know.
No, please wait. If you don't come back, I'm in real trouble. Frank said that since I threw you out, I need to take responsibility. He told me no more shortcuts. Cook proper meals from now on, or he wants a divorce.
Well, that just sounds like the basic expectation for a homemaker, doesn't it?
How can you say that? He said my protein shakes and fixed menus aren't good enough. He wants me to make a real breakfast every morning the way you do and plan different meals every single day.
Well, yes, that's just kind of what people expect, isn't it? I'm sorry to say it, but serving only a protein shake for breakfast every day and the same 3 dishes on rotation for 365 days, it's not hard to see why that would be called lazy.
Now you're attacking me too. It's not lazy, it's efficient.
Anyone would get bored of that, and it's not exactly nutritionally balanced either. A protein shake isn't a breakfast, it's a meal replacement. There's a difference.
But running a household every day is exhausting. Is it so wrong to cut corners where you can? Food is food. It doesn't matter what it is.
That might be true if the person eating felt the same way, but Frank loves food. You've seen how his eyes light up at the table. Did you never once think about what that meant to him?
Well, I just thought if he was full, that was enough. He never complained. Not once in all these years.
Gloria, not saying anything isn't the same as being okay with something. Some people go quiet because they've given up hope that things will change.
Ugh.
Martha, please! I'll apologize on behalf of my wife for everything she's put you through! Will you come home? I can't go back to that lonely, flavorless life!
Oh my goodness, Frank, is that you?
I couldn't just sit here listening to my wife fumble through that conversation! Please, Martha, I know what she did was wrong and inexcusable, but would you consider coming back? I can't survive going back to that culinary wasteland!
Culinary wasteland. You really have been suffering all this time, haven't you?
I knew Gloria had never been great at housework, even before we married. She promised she'd try, and I believed her. But somewhere along the way, it just became this.
I had no idea. You always seem so content at the table. I thought you were just a naturally easygoing person.
Oh, I was happy at the table because of you. You changed everything. She actually did make an effort before our son was born. But after that, she said motherhood was too exhausting to put effort into cooking. So, protein shakes for breakfast every morning, the same lunch and dinner day after day. The only one who got a proper meal was Daniel, and only because I put my foot down for his sake.
You lived like that for decades?
Every time I brought it up, she said, "Do you know how hard it is to raise a child?" And I couldn't argue with that, so I swallowed it. I made peace with it. And then you came along, and every meal was an event. I'd lie in bed wondering what tomorrow's dinner would be. I didn't know life could feel like that.
Is that why you were always so over the top about my cooking?
It is special. You cook like a professional. Every single day felt like a gift. I can't imagine going back to what it was before you came. Do you know what you made on your third night here? That ginger glazed salmon with the pickled cucumber? I thought about that meal for days afterward.
I remember. I was actually nervous that night. I didn't know what you liked yet.
You asked me what my favorite fish was. No one had ever asked me that before. And yet my wife treated you so poorly out of her own petty pride. She noticed I was always complimenting you, and it rubbed her the wrong way. Instead of being glad that you were doing something good for this family, she resented you for it. I should have said something sooner. That's my fault, too.
I figured it might be something like that. I just kept hoping she'd come around, that maybe if I kept trying, she'd soften.
I am truly sorry for what happened. I'm not gonna force you to come back, that wouldn't be right, but would you at least consider cooking for me? I'll pay you properly. I mean it, as proper compensation.
Oh, you don't need to pay me.
No, I insist. Your family, yes, but that doesn't mean I should take advantage of you. What if you prepared a week's worth of meals for me to pick up? I'll come to you. How does $200 a week sound? That's $800 a month.
That's way too generous.
It's worth every penny and more. I genuinely believe that. And Martha, I want you to know something. All those mornings you had breakfast ready before I even came downstairs, the chess club lunches, the way you'd ask what I felt like eating, you treated me with more care in a few weeks than I've had in years. Don't undersell that.
Then I'll cook for you, Frank, just for you, and I'll throw in your chess club lunchbox on weekends, too.
Martha, thank you. I want to make you a promise right now. When the time comes, you'll be included in my estate. I mean it.
That's a bit dramatic.
It's also an apology for what my wife put you through. I'm truly, deeply sorry.
Please don't be. I'm the one who stormed out like a child. I'm sorry for the disruption I caused.
You have nothing to apologize for. Nothing at all. I'll explain everything to Daniel myself. Take care of yourself. And take care of that son of mine's stuff.
Hey, is now a good time?
Always. What happened? You sound serious.
Things came to a head with your mother today. I've left the house.
What? Are you okay? Where are you now?
I'm fine. I'm at the apartment. Don't worry. She told me to leave, so I did. And then Frank called and we had a long talk.
Dad called you? What did he say?
He told me things about how it's been at home for a long time, about the meals, the routine, years of it. I felt terrible, honestly. He's been so patient.
Yeah. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know how bad. He never said anything when I was growing up. I think he just didn't want me to feel guilty.
He's a good man. We've made an arrangement. I'll prep meals for him weekly. He insisted on paying.
Good. He should pay. You're not a charity. And Mom, what did she say?
She's panicking. Apparently, Frank is very upset with her. He gave her an ultimatum.
Honestly, yes, but not at you. You handled this better than I would have. I would have said something much earlier. I'm proud of you for staying calm as long as you did.
I just wanted it to work. I kept thinking if I tried harder, she'd see I meant well.
Some people don't want to see. They just want someone to blame. But you're okay. That's what matters. And for what it's worth, that braised pork promise still stands when I...
Martha, I have a favor to ask. Would you teach me how to cook?
I'm sorry, what brought this on?
If I don't do something, Frank might actually go through with the divorce. I need to become a proper cook, and fast.
Divorce?
Lately, Frank has started doing things around the house himself. He picks up your meal prep containers, washes them, and then the other day he said, "You know, I kind of enjoyed this." Now he's doing his own laundry, cleaning his own room, all by himself.
That sounds healthy, honestly. If something ever happened to you, it would be good for him to be self-sufficient.
I don't care about some hypothetical future. I'm worried about now. I walked past his study the other day and heard him say, "Living alone might not be so bad."
Oh.
So I need to learn to cook, show him I can contribute something. He's relying on your meal prep for all his food. I need to give him a reason to still want me here.
I don't know that you need to prove yourself, honestly. Divorce might not be the worst thing. It could be quite efficient.
What?
Well, you love efficiency, don't you? Rather than struggling to learn skills you've avoided for decades, why not just choose a life that doesn't require them? Living alone would be much more efficient for you.
Are you out of your mind? I've been a stay-at-home wife my whole life. I've never worked. If I get divorced now, I'll have nothing. I am not getting divorced. Please, just teach me. Teach me how to cook something Frank will love.
I'm sorry, I can't teach you.
What?
I just don't have the time. I work full-time during the week. Weekends I'm doing meal prep. Frank's on my own. And lately I've been baking and sending treats up to Daniel on his assignment. It became a bit of a hobby. I don't have any spare time left for someone I don't really know.
Someone you don't know?
As I've said before, I've accepted that you and I are strangers now. I won't be treating you like family or going out of my way for you. Ideally, I'd like to have as little contact as possible.
But
Daniel is fine with this arrangement, by the way, so I'd suggest signing up for a cooking class in your area. Good luck. I genuinely hope you don't get divorced again. When Martha casually asked Frank how things were going at home, he mentioned that Gloria had recently enrolled in a cooking class at the local community center and had started taking on more household chores in a visible effort to save the marriage. But when Martha pressed a little further, Frank let out a long sigh and said, "Honestly, it might be a bit too late for all that. I already picked up the divorce papers." It seemed Frank had quietly made up his mind and had already set a date in his head to finally have that conversation. The countdown had begun.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.